my grandmother put her hand outside the doggy door, and they started eating it. They devoured her hand. I don't know how or why. She screamed and jerked what was left of her arm. My sister took me to my room and locked me in there. There were no windows, except for one, which was too small to get out of. My sister, she's 17, has this room because she used to sneak out and go to parties, that sort of thing. The animals stopped their panic. I guess it was obvious what happened, since they ate my grandma's hand. I guess they died. To the man-eating locusts. The door was unlocked. Everyone barged in. This was the safest room in the house. We waited until dark. The house was covered with locusts now. My parents went to go get food for tomorrow. We'll have to stay here, cooped up in this room. Dad carried food in the fridge up here, and then took the fridge up here. I guess the lights woke up the locusts that were in the house. Dad started screaming. Forced Mom up the stairs, and then she slammed the door. Only a couple locusts got in. Grandpapa collected them. Ate one, gave one to me, and one to Grandmama. There are 8 of us now. Mom managed to get 4 cans of beans and a box of cereal. We lived off the grid, so no cell service. We just had to wait. Cereal was gone in a flash, as well as the beans, except they went down slowly. A bunch of tourists came down to see this major storm. They came to get the taste of the locusts, or the locusts got a taste of them. That was my attempt at humor. I'm not very good at it. Dark hit. Mom set everyone to get food and water. Everyone except Dad and brothers believed in me and my talents I thought I had. And for that reason I turned on the lights. Then Mom walked into that room. I shut the door. Brothers and Mom were lost to the locusts. The screams filled the house. At least we had all the dry food up here. I guess that was the only thing on my mind. The only thing I really cared about. It will last us a few weeks. Grandmama is bleeding out. She will die soon. The window started to crack. Locust continuously hitting it, giving up their own lives. Soon we're all gonna die, and I didn't really care. The window might last 1 or 2 days. At an estimate. After all, I'm still a kid, I still can't count. Well, something like this. We did our best to board it up, but without the proper tools, we can't keep it up. Grandmama passed out. She doesn't have much longer till we lose her. The police arrived. We don't know why. Once they opened their car doors, we heard their screams. We knew there was no hope. They came until the food is gone. If people keep coming, we will die soon. The lights started flickering. The power went out, I think. I'm still not old enough to determine these things. They swarmed the vents. Now there's no air My sister's scream pierced her ears. And now I think I'm glad that she's gone. Maybe a little sooner would have done it. Now it's just me and Grandpapa. We didn't have the hammer. It was the key to our survival. Partially. Now it is lost. We just fell asleep. After all, we haven't slept in 2 days. I woke up to Grandpapa's snoring. My sister's hairdryer. I started slamming it with the nails, except I couldn't get it right. And then Grandpapa woke up, and then he started doing it himself. When he slammed the final nail into the stool, he screamed. I don't know why, but then he just hugged me. He said we won't make it. I listened to him. We sat there in sorrow, asked God for help. The window started cracking, and then the stool fell off. And then I began to realize that there was no hope. Then nothing. The locust just stood there. There was just a few hundred flying around the house. Me and Grandpapa, we just started crying. And then we got a reading book about Locust. After reading the book, we laughed. The locust started to starve because there was no food left. Except for the ones who actually got a meal, which were the ones flying around. Grandpapa opened the door. The small bunch that had a meal remained. I kept my mouth shut, hoping they would not notice. But they did. They always notice. I could feel the small bites devouring my flesh, piece by piece. I tried counting the bites to try to keep my sanity. Of course, it didn't work. I started counting again, and I fell into my eternal sleep. In other words, I died. Okay guys, I know I had a few mess-ups in this video, but I hope you guys can look around that. And I'm not sure if the music is working on this video, because it hasn't worked in the past videos, so I'm trying a new method. And I'm also doing that with the picture, but I'm actually starting to like the picture black, so I'm thinking about keeping it that way. And just giving up on the picture. I forgot what who made this music, so I'll just put them down in the description. And I know I haven't been posting any videos since this last month, and that was because I was sick. So I'm sorry I couldn't post anything. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. I won't be able to get another video in next week, but I should be able to get in the week after. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and as always, goodbye.